Hello everyone and welcome to the Miskatonic File, the series where we play through Arkham Horror the card game. I am your host, ArkhamPI, along with my co-hosts, Daniel and Oliver. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Brilliantly.
I am going to be playing Daisy Walker tonight.
As a respected librarian at Miskatonic University, Daisy had always felt that books were the most important thing in her life. She explored in fiction what she abhorred in life: horror, violence, fear. Then she stumbled across the John Dee translation of the Necronomicon. It was blasphemous, unholy, and too awful to be real. But given her studies in obscure and occult subjects, Daisy knew there was more truth than fiction within the book's pages. She began to wonder what other secrets the restricted collection of the Orne Library held.
And Daniel, who are you playing?
I will be playing Agnes tonight.
Agnes Baker may be just an unassuming waitress in this life, but in a previous life, in a time and age undreamed of in the modern world, she'd been a powerful witch. It began when she found a strange artifact, a key of some kind, in a dusty collection of family belongings in her attic. When she touched it, the memories came flooding back, along with one word: Hyperborea. The more she delved into the visions and memories of her former life, the stronger her powers grew, and the more frightened she became.
And I'll be Roland Banks. Roland had always taken comfort in procedure and rules. As an agent in the Bureau, he was a relief to have guidelines to follow in any given situation. But lately, his Federal Agent's Handbook had been entirely unhelpful given the cases he'd been assigned. Try as he might, Roland could find no mention of what to do when confronted with strange creatures, gates through time and space, or magic spells. If he hadn't seen it with his own eyes, he would have never believed it.
We'll be playing the first scenario of the Gathering from the campaign Night of the Zealot. We have already drawn our cards and mulliganed, and I think we're ready to get started.
Part 1. The Gathering. You and your partners have been investigating strange events taking place in your home city of Arkham, Massachusetts. Over the past few weeks, several townspeople have mysteriously gone missing. Recently, their corpses turned up in the woods, savaged and half-eaten. The police and newspapers have stated that wild animals are responsible, but you believe there is something else going on. You are gathered together at the lead investigator's home to discuss these bizarre events.
That's right, and our lead investigator will be Agnes Baker. And then for Agenda 1.
What's going on? It is late at night. You're holed up in your study, researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear the sound of strange chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. At the same time, you hear dirt churning, as if something were digging beneath the floor.
Alright, ready for our act.
Trapped. As you leap to investigate, the door to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind only solid wall. You're trapped inside your study until you can find another way out.
So who would like to go first?
Well, I would recommend seeing what Daisy can do in terms of clue gathering.
Okay, I'm playing Dr. Roland, Seeker's best friend. And then I will investigate the study, and I am at 6 to 2. Draw from the Chaos bag. We got an Elder Sign. Her effect +0 if you succeed. Draw one card for each tomb you control. Unfortunately, I do not have any tombs, but I am successful. One action left. I will investigate again. How about that? 2 Elder Signs in a row. So that's tombs out.
This is a sign of things to come.
That's
Also,
just a sign that he just used up all our Elder Signs.
yeah, all our good luck is gone on the very first turn. So I also
Well-
gained 2 resources from Dr. Milan. That is my turn.
All right, I think
Go
I'm
ahead, Roland.
gonna go next because I'm just gonna play my emergency cache, which will give me 3 more resources. And for my next trick, I'll be playing a flashlight. For my third action, just gonna use the flashlight to investigate. And I succeed.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay, I am going to bring out an Arcane Initiate and give her some Doomed. I will use her ability, look at the top 3 cards. Naturally, the Initiate whiffs, all right? And then I will spend 2 for Arcane Studies. And for my last, I will spend a resource get +1 to my investigate. I'll be at +1 for a clue gathering, and here we go. Hey, there it is. So I fail in getting the clue, and I am now done.
Alright, so that will be the player's turn. We have no enemies. Now we'll move on to the Mythos phase. So now we're ready to reveal our encounter cards, starting with the lead investigator, Agnes, and going down the line.
Okay. Rotting Remains. All right. So I have test. I'm up to. I will just do it. All right. I succeed. Patrick, your card is Grasping Hands for you, Patrick.
Alright, so test foot. My base foot is 2. Alright, does anyone have any feet they can help me with?
I'd rather keep the dodge I have.
There you go.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
that'll work. I'm up by 1 right now.
Yep.
And -1, so no damage taken. Very good. And then, because Daniel was the one who played manual dexterity, he is the one who draws the card.
All right. And then
Oh,
a swarm of rats to you.
alright, I'll take it.
You're the best one for it.
Yeah, so not a bad first round. Now we go back to our turn, and we're going to have Roland go first, so he can trigger his ability.
I think I can just pounce on those rats without any help, so I'm gonna attack the rats. And I draw an elder sign. For rats.
Yeah, really.
But whatever, they're dead and I get a clue. Then I'm thinking if any of the cards I have are worth playing, I'm just gonna remove a token from my flashlight and investigate. And I get another clue, and I think I'm just gonna hopefully take the last one too. Also with my flashlight, and yes, that's 0 against 0. I get the last one, and I say we spend.
Yeah, let's do it.
The door on the floor. You notice that the edges of your newly purchased rug are tattered and mud-stained. Finding this odd, you shift the furniture aside and pull back the rug. To your surprise, you see the door leading out of your study. You slowly turn the knob and the door swings open, revealing your hallway below. You jump through the doorway, landing on your feet on soft dirt. The door to the study slams shut above you. The smell of burning wood fills the narrow hall, intermingled with the scent of rot and decay.
And then you need to discard the study, put the hallway, cellar, attic, and parlor into play, and you put each investigator into the hallway.
I will reveal the next act. Should say 2A, the barrier.
The barrier. A glowing barrier blocks the path to your parlor. As you move toward it, intense heat forces you to back away. Picking up a handful of dirt, you toss it at the barrier and watch in horror as the dirt incinerates. Perhaps there's something in the cellar or attic that can help.
And then we are all in the hall.
And so we can flip it.
So that was Roland's turn. Now it goes back to us.
Can you hover over my hand real quick, Patrick? Was one rule thing I want to talk about. So
Okay.
when we drew the card for the end of the round that you get, I drew Dark Memory. And that states if it's in my hand at the end of my turn, I have to reveal it and take 2 horror. So it wasn't the end of my turn when I drew it. So that's why I didn't reveal it. But now I will have to at some point.
Okay, so do you want to go or do you want me to go?
I'll go. So I'm going to spend her to look for a spell again. I did get one. Then I will spend an action to gain resource, and I'll instantly spend 2. And the reason I wanted me to go before you, Patrick, is because I'm going to actually advance the agenda here.
Okay.
All right? That gives you time to do something about it. That's my theory. All right. So the Arcane Initiate and the 2 on there advance it.
So your thought process
flip
was
it.
basically you're gonna make a mess and let him take care of it.
Yeah.
That is exactly right. Hey, it's my house. 1B.
Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It is almost as if you have been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and again you recognize elements of your former home. Okay, lead investigator. Everyone discard 1 card or you take 2 horror.
I will take 2 horror.
Rise of the ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do.
Alright, and then we have 7 doom before it advances. I think I'll head down into the cellar. Force. After you enter the cellar, take 1 damage. Alright, so that's 1 action. For my second, I will just search this. So I'm at 5 to force. There's a cultist. -1. If you fail, take 1 force. If you succeed,
6 against 4. You have a bonus from Dr. Milan.
Wait, before I give you that, can you guys clear the clues off of your characters?
Oh, of course.
Thank you, Oliver.
okay, then for my third action, I will. And a -1. So it's another clue. And that is my turn. So that will be in the player's turn. And there are again no enemies, so we are ready to the next round. I guess we are doing this manually now. It's in my advance.
Well, it says, if you look at the the chat window area, it says things are happening.
Yeah. Like I just did, I get ready for next round, and I did ready to refresh if that did something, but it didn't seem to do.
All right, so let's go manual until it kicks in, and then we'll adjust. I'm putting a Doom on Rise of the Ghouls, and then we are all getting a card. So my card is a Swarm of Rats. All right. Daisy, your card is Rotting Remains.
Okay, and then before we continue on that, I got my basic weakness, the Silver Twilight Acolyte. Take 1 horror. I'll just go straight to 9 horror. And -1. I take 1 horror.
And your card, Oliver, is the Obscuring Fog in the Hallway.
Ooh, terrifying.
Oh, Roland, looks like you have your work cut out for you this round.
I'm thinking actually about engaging the rats and dragging them into the cellar with me, so I can use Roland's ability, because the 2 damage total I'd get from the attack of opportunity and entering the cellar wouldn't really be that bad right now.
I think that is a great play.
I'm gonna start, but okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, then I will engage for my first action, move for my second, which means I get 2 damage total, and for my third action, I'm gonna attack the rat. I need -3 or better. And that's 0, so the rats are gone, and I get a clue.
So when we did our Control N that didn't work, don't forget to draw your card and give yourself a resource.
I drew my card, didn't give myself a resource.
Go ahead, Daisy.
Let's see, what should I do here?
It would be great if you could manage to evade him, because then he wouldn't attack this turn, and we wouldn't get the Doom.
I think evading him is a long shot.
Well, there's 2 things. Like, I could help you evade because I have unexpected courage, but we could also just, on the other hand, if you don't evade him, then you can't do anything. I was gonna say because I have dodge in my hand, so I could cancel the attack in the enemy phase, but he would still get an attack of opportunity. So yeah, if you try to evade, I could throw unexpected courage on.
I used the research librarian, so that would put me even with him. Unexpected courage, I get 2. Or do we want to save that in courage for something bigger later?
Or I could actually just throw in the dodge. That also has 1 agility symbol.
Oh, that's such a good card for its effect, though.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? I'm not saying too many tunes anyway, so if I do the tote bag and the librarian +1, so as long as don't draw something too bad, he will evade. Let's give it a shot. Alright.
Good luck.
And a 0, it worked. Alright, so these 2 get discarded.
Wouldn't have even needed that tote bag.
Yeah. And he goes up to the location. Alright, so that was 1 action. My second action, I will search the location. Tablet, -2 is going to get 1 damage.
And if I can make a suggestion, maybe move out of the cellar, because when he readies, then he would, if I get that right, he would engage me first.
Right.
Because he's not gonna hunt for you this turn, because he's exhausted.
Right. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Then you can get the final clue off.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 remaining?
Yep.
Oh, I thought there'd be 1. Okay,
Nope.
well.
All right, so you're done, right? I need money. That's what I really need. I'll take a resource. I'll spend 3 shriveling. And for my last act, I'll head up to the attic, take a horror just for showing up, and I will put clues up there. All right, I am done. So the monster phase, he wakes up.
He doesn't do that until the...
Right, I mean, but I'll, yeah. Oh, during the end of round stuff, right?
Yeah, exhausted cards in the what's it called?
So then there's really no monster phase.
Yep.
So then, during the refresh phase, we take a card and a resource.
And then the Acolyte actually readies, and because he's ready and I'm at his location, he engages well.
Yep. I'll add a Doom to the agenda. Are we ready for our cards?
We are.
Okay. Quick chill for me. I think I'm just going to let this one ride. I am at +1.
Alright. Wow.
Ancient Evil. I hate that card.
Me too.
And
Who
then
doesn't?
Oliver. Ancient Evil.
Yay!
We'll get those out of the way now. Huh?
Oh god.
Yeah, I say we now run. Alright, so.
Can I just start and try to get rid of that Acolyte?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so because we really need to get rid of that guy, I will commit a vicious blow, which puts me at 5 and 2 damage. Yeah, so I need -3 or better. And that's a +2, so he gets 2 damage, and unmodified attack, that is -2, and that actually is okay, he's dead. And I get a clue.
There you go.
Then I will, as a fast action, play my magnifying glass and investigate with the help of the magnifying glass.
So you're matching it, right?
Yeah, matching it. Just try. And of course, worth a shot.
Well, I think then I'll go down and try to grab that last clue.
Okay.
Take 1 damage range.
Which is risky for Agnes.
Yeah, it is. But, alright, so now I'm going to investigate. Oh, no go on that one. And then the final action, I'll try to no good again. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to wait the next turn to grab it. That is all for me.
The really sucky thing is I have working a hunch in my hand. But I was like, hey, I can do this. But no, I couldn't.
Okay, well, on to your turn.
I'm stupid. Working a hunch is a fast card. I could have gotten that clue.
Well, hey, it's alright. Well, I'm just gonna do that. So I will reveal dissonant voices. Turns out that was kind of unpleasant. We need 9, so I can't play assets or events. So my entire hand is assets and events. I'm going to take 1 money. For my third act, I'm just going to investigate at +1. -2, so I miss it.
And so that's our turn. Go to the end of the round. So you now discard the discount voices.
Alright, no monsters.
Which gain a resource in the card.
Alright, Doom. 5 Doom. We're 2 away. My card. My card is a ghoul minion. Okay. Patrick, your card is dissonant voices.
Good thing you have Sherlock.
Oh.
Well, that's actually not bad because he has working a hunch, so he can just grab that.
I think I'm just gonna start and play Working a Hunch and get that last clue. Okay, so I play Working a Hunch for 2.
You guys are just rolling in money. Awesome.
Okay, then second action, I'm gonna move into the hallway. And for a third, I play my first aid card.
Yeah, you don't need to be in the attic.
I'm gonna stay as far away from the attic as I love.
Roland's not a huge fan of the attic. I'll go ahead. I will shrivel this ghoul. And I'll use a charge. I will also play Fearless. So I'm at +4. There you go. I heal a horror. That's number 1. I will investigate for my second act. Okay. That's -2, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So I lost by 1. So I will play 2. Look what I found. I'll discover 2 more clues. And then I will try to get that last one, or the second to last one, so that way, Daisy, you can just show up and grab it.
Sounds good.
Sounds right. All right, so I'm up 1. Wow. All right. Sweet. And then I am done.
All right, so I will head up there and take it on the board. Okay, and then I'll investigate. -1, so I get the last clue.
Monster's turn. There are no monsters.
And then the discount voices is discarded.
Draw a card. Make some money.
Oh, beautiful.
I'd say it's a great time after having a good turn to have that. Okay.
I just drew a perfect replacement for my flashlight. A very sharp replacement.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
All right. So adding a doom. We're one from the agenda. I think we're doing well. My card is. Remind me to never say that again. Right?
You don't say something like that. Not in a horror story.
I didn't know there were 3 of those in the deck. Anyway, there you go,
Okay.
Oliver.
The tunnels below. Feral beast, roughly humanoid with a canine cast and hooves for feet, tears through the ground in front of you. Below the floor, you can see vast tunnels beneath your house. Fiendish howling echoes from deep within the underground caverns.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
And our psychotic Agnes. Well, that's all right.
I think we lucked out. Let me go and reveal the next agenda. Agenda 3A is out, Oliver, for you.
They're getting out. You hear a cry, and suddenly all the creatures turn their attention to that sound. They rush to escape the house, breaking down doors and clawing at everything in their way.
Okay, so that was the end of the round. Plays 1 doom on this agenda for each ghoul enemy in the hall or the parlor. Okay, that was all on my encounter card draw. So Patrick, this is yours.
And since it spawned in the attic, I believe we get a choice. Shriveling on that thing?
Yeah, why not? I'm psychotic though. I don't know if that'll be a problem. Then rotting remains to you, Roland.
Oh dear. All the cards I could commit to that are way too precious. I would need exactly a 0 for that. But I also really can't take the whatever. I'm gonna drop an unexpected courage because Roland really can't afford the horror. Of course, I wouldn't have even needed anything. But that's Arkham.
That is Arkham.
It would have been the tentacles if I hadn't committed anything.
Yeah.
We got work to do.
We can advance whenever we want, right? We've gotten all the clues. However,
we have to meet in the hallway.
We have a pretty bad board state right now.
Looks like
Do you want to go? Well, you could go back into the cellar and whack at the icy ghoul, or you can let him come to you.
Okay, so.
Well, Patrick, do you have any cards to throw on me for Will?
I do. I have some guts, so I can check at you.
So maybe you can help me fight this thing before you.
Yeah, and I have an unexpected courage as well, so I can give you +2 for both your tests.
Well, that's a lot. You don't mind?
No, that's fine. This is a pretty tough enemy. 441.
Okay. So my first act.
You could also get rid of the psychosis, and I have dodge, so you wouldn't get the attack of opportunity from the flesh eater if you get the psychosis.
I don't think being psychotic really bothers me right this minute. I'm not hurt yet. It doesn't have retaliate, and it's a ghoul, so it's just gonna chase us around anyway. I'm spending a lot of shriveling then to that I won't have against the ghoul priest later.
Right. I think we gotta do it.
I do too. All right, so I'm at 5, 7 to 4. I'm at +3, and I'll chuck this into it to be +4. All right, it's -2, and a ghoul at my location, so I take a damage. That's fantastic. However, I do hit it for 2. That's my wishful thinking right there.
Yeah, we'll just leave them on for now because you might spec that now. I
feel like that is playing with fire awfulness. All right, so this is another +3. I'm actually going to spend $1. Give myself +1, so I'm at +4 again. So then I will add this fella to the victory display. All right, thank you. 1 trivial left. So I will trigger my arcane initiative. Let's see if she can find me another shriveling. She sure can't. For my third act, I will go hang out with Roland.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot for me to do now that they're gathered.
Well, come on down. Let's spend the clues.
Do you want to spawn the ghoul priest now before we dealt with the icy ghoul?
Maybe not the best idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking we should kill the icy ghoul before we. Okay, then I will play the old book of lore.
There, you got a tome now. Good.
And
that doesn't count as an action for you, right?
Not the first 2 action. All right, and then who wants to search the deck the most?
I can use shriveling.
You want to go for shriveling? Okay, so I'll use it on you.
Well, I got a spell.
But it doesn't sound like it's shriveling.
It's not, but I can just get any card I want, right?
Yeah, for the tune.
Yeah.
So I will actually take Forbidden Knowledge.
My third action, then I'll play Arcane Studies.
Okay, I really don't have that much to do. I play my machete, exchanging my flashlight for it, and then I'm just gonna draw a card and hope it's not a weakness. No, it's another flashlight. I think I'm just gonna draw another card. Oh, okay. It's Dr. Millard Crystal. But yeah, not a very successful turn, but at least I have a big old knife now.
And we're all together. That's us. It is now the monster's turn. So, as per the agenda, each unengaged ghoul enemy moves the location towards the parlor at the end of the enemy phase. So, he walks up there, and should we give him to Roland?
Yeah.
So,
Then we draw a card and take a resource.
Just realized I never added tokens to my first aid card.
Then, as per the agenda again, the second forced is there is a ghoul in the hallway or the parlor, so that'll be another doom on it. Now it is the start of the Mythos phase, so another doom there, and we get our cards. Is everybody ready?
ready.
Okay, my card is.
Don't we get to draw and get a resource first?
Yeah,
Yep.
he did
I
say
did
that.
Ready your card. Oh,
Go ahead.
and then I missed that. And he also didn't ready his card. That's important.
All right, so I got that. So what I'm going to do is spend a resource, play Ward of Protection, take a horror, hit the Icy Ghoul for 1.
That's a good idea.
I like them apples. All right, so that's gone. Patrick, your card is
Of course.
How many are there?
There's
apparently
3.
7.
Oh yeah.
There's 3, but we shuffled the deck.
Yeah, we
Hey!
reshuffled.
Wow, and there's another one.
Okay,
Great.
all right, our turn.
Okay, well, I guess you want to go?
I'm thinking, because I have Vicious Blow, but I really don't think it's wasted on the Icy Ghoul when we know what's coming. So I guess I'm just gonna attack until the thing is dead.
Okay.
And if everything goes well, he's dead in 2 actions, and I can do, I don't know, maybe I can heal with first aid. First action, attack 5 against 3. Do I like those odds? I'm just gonna go for it. So that's -2 or better, and that's 2 damage to the ghoul, and another attack with a machete. That's 2 more damage, and the ghoul is gone.
To the victory display.
And then I heal 1 damage on Daisy.
Okay, thank you.
Do you mind if I go, Patrick? It'll be quick.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to get rid of Psychosis and take 1 money.
All right, and then I will use Book on you, so you can search for Shriveling.
Thank you.
And you can use your Arcane Initiate, too.
Yep, I found it.
Okay, great. Okay, then for my last 2 actions, I will play Shriveling as well. Resource, so
Well, we're all in the hallway. Should we do it?
our net is 2 resources. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
Sure.
already almost half through the agenda, so I'd say we just get it over with.
I will get rid of all my clues. We owe 9.
Okay.
So let me flip the act card. Here we go.
Breaking the barrier. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. Get to reveal the parlor and meet some nice new friends.
She's in the parlor, and the ghoul priest hanging with Roland. Okay. Let me reveal the next act.
What have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eye. What have you done to my barrier? She screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and deer skull through the wall, advancing toward you. And now it's time to kill the priest. 15
Okay.
damage.
Yep.
no small task. We do have Lita Chandler here to help us out.
It would be really great if one of you could go get her.
Yeah, I think that would
Preferably
be me.
Daisy.
Right, I think I'll run over there and bring her back.
Okay, so, I mean, first of all, we're gonna, wait.
I think you're going to want to dodge right about now.
Yeah,
No, the Ghoul Priest does not.
Why not?
it was the end of the
It
round.
was the end of the round. It's past when we.
Oh, well, we advanced the thing at the end of our turns, not at the end of the round. So, did we just advance it too early?
Yeah,
That's fine.
probably.
Then we just need to draw a card and take money.
Should have done that first, but
And it's time for encounter cards. You all ready?
As ready as I'm going to be.
Doesn't matter if we're ready.
Really? I'm frozen in fear. Patrick, you are
You get
swarmed by rats. You,
Oh. All right.
Roland.
No, well, I think I should go first.
You just go get Lita, and then we'll see.
Oh, wait. Before you go, you're gonna get hit by rats. Too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't I go first? And I was gonna engage the rats and the ghoul minion
That's a good idea.
to get them off of your back, and then my frozen in fear won't even matter. So I will spend 3 to get more shriveling happening, and then I will engage the rats for 1, and I'll engage the ghoul minion.
Okay.
And then I need to, at the end of my turn, test will 3. If I succeed, I get rid of frozen in fear. Just gonna let it go. -1. All right, great. I'm done.
Okay, so now I'll run over to parlor and I'll do a parlay 4, so I'm at 6. I'll bump it up by 2. Actually, yeah, I will. So I'll use deduction as a skill as well. So I'm at +4. Alright, and then I now have Rita Chandler.
Then you have to get rid of
Dr. Nova.
Yeah, who cares? We're done messing.
Yeah, he's
He's done his job.
Yeah, and then for my
He's the house of bear.
for my last action, I will move back. That's my turn.
Question. Should I play the guard dog and prevent the attack of opportunity with dodge, or...
Is there any chance you can evade him?
No, not realistically. I would just play the dog and then attack twice.
So you're gonna get hit by this dude.
Well, like I said, I would play the guard dog and dodge, so
Right.
he wouldn't give me an attack of opportunity, but I would get hit in the enemy phase.
That's what I mean. Yeah, in the enemy phase. All right. Yeah, the fact that we can't keep him evaded and exhausted turn after turn is tough.
We could use a Wendy. I'm just gonna go for it. Play a dog and a dodge, so that's 4, 5 with my machete. I'm gonna play a vicious blow. I'm at 7 because of Lita. And that's a -2, but I take 1 damage. But the ghoul priest takes...
I think hitting it for 4 is pretty darn good.
Yeah, and that was my second action. So I still have an attack left. So what did we say? I was at 6 total when I attack and deal 3 damage. So I'm just gonna play Overpower, then I'm at 8, which basically means only tentacles can ruin my day. Okay, that's 3 more damage for the Ghoul Priest. And I get to draw a card thanks to Overpower. Oh, Dynamite. Nice. I doubt I get to use that for this game, but okay. That was my turn.
All right. So we've all gone. So the enemy phase, we'll start with me. I will take the attack of the ghoul minion. I will give the damage to my arcane initiate. I will take the mental hit, and I will use that to kill the rats, so they do not hit me.
And the Ghoul Priest, I'm gonna add 1 damage to my dog, and that's 1 more. That's 1 damage to the Ghoul Priest. Then I'll take the 2nd damage and the 2 horror.
Okay.
Which is a bit risky, but...
All right. Then it is draw a card and get money.
Great. And then it's Doom time.
Okay. Doom. And another Doom, because the Ghoul Priest is in the hallway.
Oh dear.
And there's also a Ghoul Minion. We gotta be quick, gentlemen. All right, my card. Oh. Epic words and his grasping hands.
Alright, I'm going to play Water Protection to stop that.
And then Oliver, your card. Rotting Remains.
That's Will.
There you go.
Oh, okay. We were both thinking the same thing.
I was gonna throw the dynamite blast in there because I can't. I'll take all I can get.
Yeah.
You're at +3.
That's
-3. You just did it.
You just did it. Phew. And then you get a card, Daniel.
Yep, got it.
Well, let's see if we can kill this guy. 'Cause as soon as we kill him, we advance. We don't even have to deal with the ghoul minions if he dies.
If we don't kill the priest, or at least get him out of the hallway, the agenda advances anyway.
Right. So we basically have this turn to kill the priest. Or if we think we can't, we need to move him and take tax opportunity. Roland, go away. I have shriveling. Daniel has shriveling. We do 3 shrivelings at him. That's about 3, 6, 9 damage. So we should be able to kill him right now.
We should. All right, so then why don't I just... Should I go first?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Nuke him away.
Okay. So I'll spend 1 off that.
And if it doesn't work out, I'll clean up after you.
So I am at +1 right now. Can I have those guts, Patrick, that you had before? All
Do
right.
you also want my knife?
Sure. Let's make it count.
It's
All right.
a knife.
All right. -2. There is a ghoul at my location, so I'll take damage. But I hit him for 3. Okay. You draw a card for guts, Patrick. All right. I'll shrivel him again. This time I'll add unexpected courage. I am at +3. Okay. I'll hit him for another 3. And then this could do it, guys. I'm at +1. Does anyone have... I'll make it +2.
Let's just say, even if you don't...
+3.
Even if you don't hit right now, all I have to do on my turn is play a card and activate my guard dog, and he's gone. Like, we have this.
Yep. All right. Well, +3. There it is. So I'll add him to the victory display, and we will flip the act card. Go ahead, Oliver.
When the roped creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor doesn't seem relieved. You broke my seal that was set to trap the ghouls within. She raises her torch. Now we must take more direct measures and burn this hell pit to the ground. So, are we gonna burn it or not?
You know what? It was never much of a home. Burn it down.
Burn it down, he says. All right.
Yeah.
We go on to Resolution 1.
Resolution 1. You nod and allow the red-haired woman to set the walls and floor of your house ablaze. The fire spreads quickly, and you run out the front door to avoid being caught in the inferno. From the sidewalk, you watch as everything you own is consumed by the flames. Come with me, the woman says. You must be told of the threat that lurks below. Alone, we are surely doomed. Together, we can stop it.
All right, and that is end of Scenario 1. We will do all the upgrades and everything at the start of Scenario 2. Do you have any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Well, what is our total victory point count? We got 4 from monsters, 2 from the attic and the cellar. So that's 6. And then do we get some just for playing?
2 for playing, and then you will take 1 mental trauma for burning down your house.
Yep.
So that's a total of 8 experience.
Excellent work. My final thoughts would be, I think that we are a pretty solid team. I mean, I know that we lack foot speed and agility, and that might haunt us in the next scenario. We seem to cover each other's gaps pretty well.
Yeah. We kind of each did, which is the best we were supposed to do. Daisy did not really have much for tombs, and so she wasn't able to maximize her ability. However, she did help you find a shriveling, so there was that small amount. And,
Yeah, and she did get leader, so that's important. I think we're like not just as a team, but I feel like our individual decks are also balanced. Like, of course, Roland is gonna be the fighter, but I also was able to get clues relatively quickly, and you two were able to fight with your spells, even if Daisy didn't get to, but at least.
Right.
Technically, she could have.
Yeah, and I built this Agnes deck to be more of a support deck and do all sorts of things. She's not just a killer like some builds are for her.
I built Roland to be pretty versatile as well. Like, that's why, for example, I also have Milan Christopher in my deck, which I will probably take out when I upgrade because we have Daisy in our team.
Alright, so we have this one wrapped up, and then we will... I forgot to mention at the beginning of the show, but I will have a link to all of our decks that we use down below, and we will upgrade our decks, and then we will see you guys on the next show. So have a good night.
Thank you.
See ya.